10 dirtiest places in the UK. The United Kingdom is by no means among the dirtiest countries in the world, but it is also not one of the cleanest. One thing to boast of and to be happy about is the cities in the UK are not among the dirtiest in the real sense. They stand nowhere near American cities like Newark and New Jersey and San Bernardino in California, European cities like Plovdiv in Bulgaria and Krakow in Poland, or other cities like Kathmandu in Nepal, which is the world's dirtiest city in 2022. Still, compared with cities like Auckland in New Zealand, Vienna in Austria, and Sapporo in Japan, which are among the cleanest in the world in 2022, the UK cities are dirty. The fact will serve as a background for our video today. We will look at the 10 dirtiest cities in the UK, and we would love to place the ranking in the context of what we have said about these cities around the world. This ranking will factor in the level of environmental pollution. We will also look at the air quality and behavioural patterns and attitudes of the residents of those cities towards cleanliness, which is said to be next to godliness. Before you are invited to enjoy this video, we would love to inform you at this point that you are free to comment at any point on any aspect of this video. Please enjoy it. Number 10. Manchester. You're most likely going to be fascinated by Manchester's designation as the capital of the north of England. Yes, the rich northern powerhouse has an industrial heritage, and this has shaped the complexion of the modern city beyond its world-famous football teams, which are likely the most popular thing the city is known for worldwide. But when you are asked, is Manchester dirty, you start to look at the city with more insight. This city has always had a problem with garbage and litter. In the last few years, however, the problem has really escalated. The city cuts down its street cleaning service, but the challenge is bigger than just that. It appears that the people just don't care that their city is gradually turning up the appearance of one big rubbish dump. Well, if it's not just a problem of litter, it can also be due to the condition of the pavements. When was the last time the pavements were jet washed, if ever? Please tell us if you know, because they are filthy. Number 9. Stoke-on-Trent. Long ago, Stoke-on-Trent prided itself as the world capital of ceramics. It has been shaped by its pottery production for centuries. It has become one city with a globally renowned history and reputation for innovation, science, art, and culture. However, the same entrepreneurialism slams it as smoky old Stoke. A recent report has ranked it as one of the most polluted in the UK. Some 5 years ago, the World Health Organization, WHO, warned that pollution levels in Stoke-on-Trent were too high. The limit set by the WHO is 10 micrograms per cubic metre or less of air to consider a place safe. Please bear this limit in mind as we continue to explore other cities besides Stoke-on-Trent. The average fine particle pollution level in the potteries is now 12 micrograms per cubic metre. Number 8. Newcastle upon Tyne. Newcastle upon Tyne, also known as Newcastle, is unarguably the most populous city in the northeast of England and is now emerging as one of the fastest growing. However, it is one of the dirtiest places in the UK. Newcastle is widely believed to be England's coldest major city. Besides, in the whole of the UK, this city is one of the driest. No thanks to the rain shadow of the North Pennines over it. But going by the level of air pollution, it's just near the limit at 10 micrograms per cubic metre, as per the last estimate. Number 7. Leicester. A number of cities will find themselves on this list for the same reason as Leicester. An organisation that is supplying building materials, BuildWorld, recently scored each city on the level of cleanliness and dirtiness. The organisation considered derelict homes and fly tipping incidents, in addition to searches for common house problems on Google. Out of the dirtiness value of 10, which signifies cleanliness, Leicester scored only 4.76. This only agrees with the WHO measure of air pollution, for which the city ranked 12 micrograms per cubic metre. Number 6. Bournemouth. In the 6th position of the dirtiest places in the UK is Bournemouth. Though the city is cleaner than Leicester on the yardstick described earlier, it's scored as low as 4.85. There is something else, however, contributing to the negative ranking of this town in Dorset. That is the congestion rate. It is one of the UK's most congested cities, according to data collected by TomTom's Traffic Index. The report positioned the town as the 6th most congested nationally. Bournemouth has maintained the unfortunate position for years in a row. Number 5. Cambridge. If you are asked to list 5 things about Cambridge, you're likely to quickly point to it as a centre for excellence in higher learning, thanks to its great citadel of knowledge. The city indeed is an international centre with international students bringing diversity. In essence, Cambridge is a melting pot of culture. Perhaps that's what contributes to its dirtiness. In the Build World ranking mentioned earlier, Cambridge scored 4.88 out of a total of 10, making it the 5th place in the UK on this list. And if that's not convincingly bad enough, the English Indices of Deprivation 2019 nailed it. The 9 most deprived areas of the city ranked among the most deprived in England. They scored 9.3% in living environment deprivation, which measures the cleanliness of local environments. Number 4. Blackpool. Anyone that knew Blackpool well enough would not need to be persuaded to believe that it is one of the dirtiest places in the UK. You can't be quick to forget the plethora of stained sheets and smoky smells. It has been featured on all reputable lists of dirtiest places using different yardsticks. Regardless of your measurement, Blackpool always finds its way to being among the worst. For instance, on the list produced by the Research by Build World, Blackpool came 3rd with a dirtiness score of 4.89 out of 10. Blackpool Local Authority says there were 459 total searches for every 10,000 people. It lists other complaints and searches regarding the neatness of homes. It also features on the list of towns with the dirtiest public loos in the UK. The poor rankings go on and on about Blackpool. Number 3. Plymouth. Plymouth has more than enough reasons to be on this list. The only area we expect shades of opinion is the ranking on the list. However, given what we have considered, we place it 3rd here. Firstly, the research by Build World, the organisation mentioned earlier, shows that for every 10,000 residents, Plymouth City Council receives 13 complaints of dirty, derelict or verminous buildings within the last 5 years. Also, in private areas and back alleys, it's recorded 410 incidents of fly tipping. If we consider also the air quality as measured by the WHO standard we have been referring to earlier, Plymouth is ranked 12 micrograms per cubic metre. And by now, you know what that means, if you didn't know before. Number 2. Liverpool. It would be tough to absorb the information that Liverpool is the 2nd dirtiest place in the UK, if not for the credibility of the source of the information. However, if BBC could officially report a ranking and stand by it, the most repentant skeptics should take another look at the source of information and see the results to believe it. Meanwhile, the source cited by the BBC is none other than WHO itself. The international authority listed Liverpool among the places with fine air particle pollution levels that are above 10 micrograms per cubic metre. And guess what? The level in Liverpool is 12. Number 1. Glasgow. And finally, we come to Glasgow, the beautiful Scottish city that gets many things right. However, Glasgow failed to get it right in cleanliness. Going by every yardstick that has been used in this video, the city is dirty. Even the media that are more favourable to the city could not afford to defend it in a widely acclaimed poll. According to the Glasgow Sun, the city is the dirtiest in Scotland and 3rd dirtiest in the UK. And in the Time Out Readers poll published by Glasgow Live, the city also ranks almost the same. But you know what? Those papers are just being lenient with their favourite city. We have seen more nasty and horrible situations in this city, proving that it is indeed dirty. Now, do you think these cities are actually the dirtiest in the UK? Your opinion is important to us. Please, kindly, let's continue this discussion in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.